Episode 2, Midnight at the L Platform. The L Platform was never meant to be quiet. Even at midnight, it breathed. Steel hummed. Wind rushed through concrete corridors like a restless prayer. Somewhere below, the city groaned, not in pain, but in persistence. Marcus stood near the yellow line, hands in his pockets, eyes fixed on the dark tunnel ahead. He had ridden these trains his whole life. South side to north side. Job to job. Season to season. Tonight felt different, though he could not explain why. He had just left a late shift. His phone buzzed with unanswered messages from people he no longer knew how to help. His faith had become something he referenced, not something he relied on. Above him, flickering lights buzzed like tired witnesses. Marcus leaned against a pillar tagged with graffiti, words layered over words, truth buried beneath noise. He exhaled and whispered a prayer he had not planned to pray. "Lord, I am tired." The platform answered with silence. Then footsteps. A young man approached, no coat despite the cold, carrying a backpack worn thin. He paced near the edge, restless, eyes darting. Something about his movement unsettled Marcus. The train was late. Again. The young man muttered to himself. Words tumbled out, sharp, heavy, hopeless. "I cannot do this anymore." Marcus froze. Scripture stirred in his memory, Proverbs chapter 24 verse 11, "Deliver those who are drawn toward death, and hold back those stumbling to the slaughter." He did not want to intervene. He was exhausted. He was unsure. He was afraid of saying the wrong thing. But the Spirit does not always wait for comfort. Marcus stepped closer. "You all right, brother?" The young man laughed, hollow and sharp. "No. But it did not matter." The wind roared through the tunnel. Somewhere in the distance, metal screeched. Marcus remembered another verse, one his grandmother used to say when life cornered her, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." He spoke quietly. "It matters more than you think." The young man turned, eyes wet, guarded. "You do not even know me." Marcus nodded. "But God does." The words surprised them both. Minutes passed. The train did not come. The platform held its breath. They talked. Not about theology. Not about answers. Just about pain, loss, mistakes, and the weight of feeling invisible in a city that never sleeps. When the train finally arrived, its lights cutting through the darkness, the young man stepped back from the edge. He boarded without another word. Before the doors closed, he looked back and said, "Thank you for seeing me." The train vanished into the tunnel. Marcus sat on the bench, heart pounding. Scripture echoed again, Matthew chapter 5 verse 9, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God." The platform returned to its noise. The city resumed its rhythm. But heaven had already passed through. Marcus stood, knowing something had shifted. Not because he preached. Not because he fixed anything. But because he showed up when obedience whispered. The L platform remained. The city remembered. And another soul was still here.